Hello, readers. The South African Minister of Finance delivered his budget speech this week, and it's all a case of same old, same old. The numbers and forecasts continue to paint a more depressing picture. GDP growth for 2023 will come in at 0.6%, with a forecast of 1.6% in the medium term. Debt as a percentage of GDP is at an all-time high. 0.01% of our population contributes half of all personal income tax collections. Put differently, 6,200 out of 62 million South Africans pay half of all personal income tax collections. That is worth repeating. 6,200 out of 62 million South Africans pay half of all personal income tax collections. To call that a small tax base is a huge understatement. Even worse, all personal tax collections of some 740 billion rand is equal to the annual government wage bill. That means that ordinary working South Africans like you and me pay our tax every month only to prop up the state civil service. Another statistic that causes concern is that there are roughly 18 million grants paid each month, and there are only 7 million individual taxpayers. Now, I feel a bit like the Grim Reaper, so let me try and find some good news to share. One positive is that our government has never tapped into the Reserve Bank's gold and foreign reserves account to date. This currently holds some 500 billion rand in reserves, and the minister has proposed to withdraw 150 billion rand from these reserves to service debt. This is, of course, a once-off and not an ongoing solution to plug the hole in our annual revenue collections. Another positive is that the global minimum tax will be introduced and is expected to bring in another 8 billion rand in corporate tax revenue by 2026. Other good news is that the rates of personal income tax have not been increased. Personal tax will, however, increase in real terms as, for the first time ever, there is no adjustment in bracket creep. There is also no increase in medical aid credit, though another positive is that its complete withdrawal is yet to be formally announced. There is also no increase to the fuel levy, though the increase in carbon tax will ultimately increase the price of fuel. Yep, even the good news comes with some bad news. This is our reality. On the whole, the budget does not give much relief to taxpayers. Our levels of debt remain critically high, and the economic growth needle is barely moving. It's an election year in South Africa, and I hope for your sake and mine that the people will speak.